Good morning YouTube, I mean good afternoon, it's even good night because it's night here. Sometimes in life nothing happens like you want. So let me explain to you why my trip to Egypt is compromised and why I will maybe not go to Egypt, I mean not in the next hours. Normally I had a plane ticket to go from Izmir to Istanbul and then Istanbul to Izmir. When I arrived in Izmir, they called my name and they said, Mr. Gallier, do you have all like the test and everything you need to go to Egypt? And I said, no, I don't need a PCR test because I'm already vaccinated, I have 3 doses. And I normally don't need those kind of tests. I checked and double checked many times and normally I don't need those. And they told me there is new restriction. Yeah, okay. Do you speak English?
Yes.
I have a problem because I'm going to Egypt and I don't have a PCR test. And I read online there is no need to have a PCR test. And now, like the company, PEGASUS, called me in Izmir and they told me you need to have this PCR test. So
okay. PCR test no needed, only vaccination.
I'm a resident of Turkey now. I want to know if I need to do the test or not. Yeah. So I just asked to the people here and they confirmed like normally I don't need the PCR test because I have my 3 doses. So it's different information from the same company, PEGASUS Airlines, the company I'm using to go there. They don't have the same information and it's kind of like annoying because I don't know what I need to think and who I can trust. So basically there is 2 scenarios. One is if I go there and I show my 3 doses, they will be like, okay, you can enter, no need to do any test. But the problem is like, the second option is if they ask me to do a test, because I stay in an apartment with Mustafa, who has been sick lately, there is a risk that they will detect I'm a little like positive, not little, but I'm also positive, and then they will force me to make a quarantine. And the quarantine in Egypt is 15 days, so it's super long period of time, and you need to pay also money. I think it's not cheap price, and then I will be like stuck, and my whole holiday will be ruined. PEGASUS Airlines. Marhaba. I have a plane to go to Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, but I don't have PCR test.
Do you have vaccine?
I have vaccine, but some people told me with vaccine it's okay, and some other people...
You have time for PCR test?
PCR?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's
because maximum 2 hours after result.
Okay, so I can do PCR test.
Yes. You can go downstairs.
Okay.
Acıbadem Hospital, you can make PCR test.
How much is it?
250 liras.
So, another desk, another information. So this guy told me I don't need the test, but he also told me because I'm not sure I want to arrive and take the risk. So that's where it's complicated. And what I'm gonna do, I have 4 hours before my plane take off from this airport. So what I'm gonna do is do a quick PCR test down here, and I will have the result in 2 hours. So if I'm negative, I can go. If I'm positive, I will delay my plane. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now I need to find the place where I can do the PCR test. Hello, where can I do PCR test?
Just floor down.
There?
Yes, just floor down.
Okay, thank you. Ah, it's kind of like stressful, and at the same time I like those kind of like adventure. It's a little like complicated, but not everything is easy in life, and when you're traveling you need not to be stressed, because some of the time you have this kind of like how can I call that? It's kind of like bad events, and if you treat that with stress, it's not working. So you need to be relaxed, like whatever, I'm not gonna die and I'm not gonna go to jail, but I don't want to go in an Egyptian hospital for 2 weeks, that's for sure. So where is the PCR test? Where? It's downstairs somewhere. So many business with those PCR tests. 250 lira, not too expensive actually. COVID-19 test center, I guess it's here. Place, it's really well organized, look. COVID-19 test center, smart lab, I think it's all online, so you register here and then after you do your test there. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Egypt. Today I'm going in few hours.
In 2 hours.
Few hours. 4 or 5.
But PCR 2 hours is out maximum.
My plane is at midnight. Midnight.
Midnight?
Yeah.
Give me.
So 250 lira and it's less than 2 hours. Hello! Yes? She will take the sample here through this window like.
Ah, bad.
Takip beni de alsana. Çek çek.
Yeah, okay, okay. Huh? It's hurting a lot.
Bye bye.
Here behind me, it's this quick test. You can do antigen and you can do PCR. PCR is 250 lira and antigen is 175 because Egypt require PCR. I did the PCR. I have a barcode here on my passport and now I just have to wait 2 hours and my plane is in 4 hours. So I'm kind of okay. If I'm positive, I will change my plane. If I'm negative, I'll go to Egypt. So 2 solutions, no problem. We'll see. TikTok, COVID test center. Result here. Is it positive or negative? Negative. I can go to Egypt. So I'm officially negative and I can go to Egypt now. So let's go to check-in. And here is the end of this video. The idea was to bring you with me from Izmir, Turkey to Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt. And I'm at the middle of the road because as you saw on this video, everything didn't really happen like it was planned. I was like sure that I didn't need any PCR test. I checked and double checked like everything before to go. And I was really sure like I didn't need any PCR test, and then I arrived, I have 1 version, 2 version, and because I don't want to take any risk, I had to do the quick test here, and I find a solution for this problem, and now I'm going with a plane to Sharm el-Sheikh. So next video soon will be me arriving at 2 or 3 in the morning and trying to deal with taxi who are like quite complicated. I read a lot of stuff about them and they're like trying to scam people. So idea will be me trying to go from the airport at 3 in the morning to my hotel, and my hotel will be one of the worst hotels of the whole city. So if you're not following my channel, don't forget to subscribe because you will see the next video will be probably very funny and you're gonna see in the next videos after a lot about Egypt. See you around the world. Bye!